aka INDIGOSKEYE, aka Trigger Rank. And what's up, everybody? Everybody do a couple reactions, man. Y'all know the rules, man. Y'all like, subscribe, share, hit notification. Y'all want to support the channel? Cash App at the top of the description in my video. Also, if you want to follow me on other platforms, everything is at the top of my description. With that being said, man, we're gonna get this thing started. Let me play my intro. We're gonna crank it up, man. With that being said,
you are watching a master at work.
Alright, we about to go to Pan of Press, y'all. Y'all check out Pan of Press. That's who we reacting to.
Bruh, something wild been hiding in plain sight. Sexy Red didn't just go viral. She didn't just pop off. This whole thing was built like a science project. Funded, tested, pushed, and controlled by people who ain't never lived a day in the culture they profit off.
But you don't know nothing about.
And now the experiment is falling apart right in front of us. I'm talking billionaires, tech executives, Apple insiders, industry gatekeepers, all invested heavy into one artist who was never meant to last. So today, I'm breaking down how Sexy Red was engineered, why she got the biggest push in the industry, and what made the whole system crash so fast. And trust me,
A little small fun fact. My homie Trinidad James is her manager. And you know, Trinidad, dad was one of them. They say dad was a plant, but dad ain't no damn plant. Dad just slipped his game on it.
I mean, once you see the blueprint, you see on the surface, it looked like Sexy Red just caught one. Pound Town blew up, Nicki hopped on the remix, Drake gave her a look, the internet grabbed her, and boom, superstar. But let me break this down slow for you. Her rise didn't move like a regular come up. Nah, this moved like a rollout. Like somebody upstairs.
Man, I remember when she was with FBG Duck when he was alive. I remember that.
Said, push this one hard. Everything hit at the same exact time. Radio, TikTok, features, interviews, algorithm placement. Like the whole machine suddenly remembered she existed and turned the make her famous switch all the way up. And here's what really caught my attention.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Every controversy she had somehow boosted her more. Teacher drama, viral. School incident, viral. Accidental tape leak, viral.
VD, venereal disease, viral.
Again. When chaos keeps benefiting someone, that's when I start going, hold up, bruh. Someone is orchestrating this. Real organic blow-ups don't look this synchronized. This looked intentional, and that's where the story starts. Before y'all even knew who she was, the industry already circled her name in red ink. Rebel Music scooped her up early, right? That part everybody knows. But here's the thing. Labels don't just sign talent. They sign personalities they can monetize. You think they didn't peep the interviews, the wild aura, the shock factor, the say anything, do anything type of energy? Bruh, that's gold to them. That's what they dream about.
Do you smell that? What is that? What?
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Atlanta. Inside this workshop,
Opportunity. No, money. It's no money.
And when her A&R said he knew she was a star the moment she got off the plane, yeah, okay, buddy. Ain't nobody that prophetic. What he meant was she fits the profile we've been looking for. Unfiltered, loud, sexual, controversial, no boundaries. That's the checklist. And when an artist fits that checklist, labels don't just push them, they weaponize them. Sexy Red wasn't discovered, she was picked. Because she was easy to brand into something extreme. Now here's where it gets crazy. Because Sexy Red didn't just blow up with sexual lyrics. She blew up with a blueprint older than slavery itself. The Jezebel stereotype. The idea that black women are only valuable when they're sexual, reckless, uncontrollable. The industry repackaged that into a 2023 marketing plan. Every rollout.
Damn. Is that why y'all acting so ratchet out here because of Sexy Red? Is that it?
Step matched the stereotype perfectly. Explicit lyrics, explicit visuals, explicit persona. Controversy is branding. Self-deprecation dressed as confidence. They didn't market her as an artist. They marketed her as a symbol, a stereotype with a beat behind it. And the industry loves this stereotype because it's profitable, cheap to produce, easy to meme, guaranteed.
Crazy. And the way he breaking it down, it makes sense, bro. Like it's like a factory type product. She was
Guaranteed to spark arguments, guaranteed to go viral. And they pushed it heavy on the youngest, most impressionable audience. Black girls who didn't know they were watching a character built in a boardroom. And bro, once you really zoom out, it becomes obvious. Every scandal hit at the perfect time, like the universe was running PR for her. But let's be real, this wasn't the universe. This was the industry strategy. Kids singing Pound Town, viral gold. A teacher begging parents to stop playing her music, even more gold.
That's heart-wrenching. It's horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them, and they are asking me, can we hear Pound? And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freestands. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. Where is the parenting? Where is the boundary? Where is the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them. You guys are hurting them. You guys are exposing your kids to this raunchy secular music. Why is you guys' 5-year-old daughter singing Pound Town?
Why?
Showing up to a school smelling like weed, nuclear gold. And that tape leak, bruh. Anyone with a working brain knows that wasn't an accident. The timing was too perfect. The rollout was too aligned. The attention spike was too convenient. And guess what? It worked. The numbers went crazy. Her mistakes were moving like marketing tools. Her controversies were acting like commercials. Nothing slowed her down because everything played into the persona they wanted. Shocking, chaotic, sexual, unfiltered, the exact product they were selling. You don't get punished when you're doing exactly what the machine wants you to do. Now this is where the story flips from rapper blew up to, oh nah, this was coordinated. Gamma didn't just work with Sexy Red, they launched her like a tech product. Larry Jackson, former Apple Music Global Creative Director, left one of the most powerful music platforms on earth, and suddenly Sexy Red is getting industry-grade distribution, TikTok dominance, and playlisting like she came out the womb with an iPhone contract.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Bruh, Apple-level connections don't just sprinkle themselves over new artists because they're funny and ratchet. This man had access to the top editors, algorithm specialists, label executives, TikTok partnership teams. So when Gamma took over her distribution, everything escalated instantly. And remember, Gamma wasn't some broke startup. They dropped out the sky with $1 billion ready to shape Black culture. $1 billion to influence culture.
Complicated. So pay attention.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm paying attention. When you see a machine like Gamma behind somebody, it ain't an accident. It's a project, a case study, a cultural investment with an expected return. And here's the part everybody conveniently skips over. That $1 billion Gamma bragged about? Yeah, that didn't come from the culture. The main investor was Todd Bowley, a white billionaire who owns the LA Dodgers and Chelsea Football Club. So now pause. A white billionaire worth almost $9 billion funding a company meant to shape Black culture through artists like Sexy Red. And y'all don't see the game? This man don't know nothing about the environments that created hip hop. He don't know the women, he don't know the struggle, he don't know the trauma, he don't know the stereotypes that ruin lives.
You don't know nothing about us.
But he does know which images generate profit. He does know shock sells. He does know dysfunction goes viral. And when billionaires put money behind something, they ain't betting on empowerment. They're betting on engagement, controversy, and control. The Sexy Red brand was profitable because it was outrageous, and billionaires love outrageous when it pads their pockets. Now let's really talk, because this ain't new. Ice Cube been telling y'all this shit. Labels don't walk in rooms telling artists what to say. They don't gotta. They just make sure the most destructive messages are the ones that get through the gate.
Let's take rap music. Let's take it. Same people who own the labels own the prisons. The records that come out.
Our TurboTax experts in person and let them do your taxes for you. Now this is taxes.
These pizzas are built different, literally. Mix and match medium specialty pizzas for $9.99 each.
Are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Certain flavors are exposed on the record. Record company guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this.
Songs about healing, songs about unity, songs about discipline, songs about self-worth. Yeah, those don't fit the playlist. But lyrics about sex, chaos, disrespect, violence.
We got a clown, y'all. We got a clown in the chat.
Congratulations, he claims himself.
Yeah, let me get you up out of here. Go hug your shadow for about 24 hours. Anyway, y'all, what's up, man? So hi, everybody. Oh, my bad. Let me play the video.
Dysfunction. Representation.
This one is in news. It reads, Larry Jackson is on a mission to put $1 billion to work in favor of Black culture with his startup Gamma. In favor of Black culture, he's the face.
They weren't pushing Sexy Red to uplift Black women. They were pushing her because they knew she'd trigger people, go viral, and spark controversy. And controversy equals money. Money equals leverage. Leverage equals social engineering. And this is the part where I realized the game was dirty. They didn't market Sexy Red like an artist. They marketed her like a spectacle, a walking meme, an algorithm trap. Her music wasn't the product. Her behavior was the product. Showing up to a school smelling like weed, her behavior was the product. Showing up to a school smelling like weed, the labels didn't care. It boosted the persona. Cussing out a ballet teacher for protecting kids didn't matter. It fed the character. Leaking her own tape, then pretending it was accidental? Please, bruh. That was a brand moment. In today's industry, talent ain't the selling point. Extremes are. People are desensitized. You gotta yell louder, do wilder stuff, push crazier imagery just to be noticed.
Go crazy! Go stupid! Go crazy!
Sexy Red wasn't chosen for her voice. She was chosen because she could
That's crazy.
go further than anybody else without questioning anything. And when the industry sees someone willing to go that far, they don't guide them, they don't protect them, they exploit them.
No more protecting them.
Because the extreme becomes the identity, and the identity becomes the profit. Here's something the industry didn't predict. Parents got fed up. When 5-year-olds were walking around singing Pound Town like it was the ABCs, that's when moms started going, nah, this ain't cute anymore. The teacher situation wasn't just a viral moment. It was a warning shot. Parents started blocking her music. Schools started complaining. Moms on TikTok started asking why sexual content was reaching their toddlers. And this is where labels panic. Because when parents push back, algorithms adjust. Algorithms don't like drama that messes with ad revenue. And once the family audience turned its back on her, that cut off a huge chunk of her reach. Because artists like Sexy Red rely on chaos. But the machine relies on mass appeal. If the moms ain't vibing, if the kids ain't dancing, if the schools ain't playing along, the whole foundation starts cracking. Another thing the industry didn't calculate, other female rappers quietly passed her without the circus. Ice Spice kept it cute, Lotto stayed polished, Doja's weird, but she's talented. Cardi has personality plus hits. Nicki is an institution. And all of a sudden, Sexy Red wasn't the new it girl anymore. Because here's the truth. Shock value gets you in the door, but longevity requires something real. When labels saw other women getting numbers without leaking tapes, without insulting their own fan base, without smoking out of school, they started going, maybe we can invest our budget somewhere less chaotic. The moment other artists proved you can win without destroying yourself, Sexy Red's value dropped internally. That's when you see fewer playlist placements, fewer collaborations, fewer sponsor pushes, fewer live appearances. Not because she fell off, but because she wasn't the best investment anymore. This is the saddest part of the whole thing. Sexy Red was built to ride the wave, not survive after it crashes. She didn't come in with a solid musical foundation. She didn't come in with a message. She didn't come in with community ties. The machine was her foundation. And when the machine moves on,
She lost.
artists like her get exposed instantly. Because here's the truth nobody likes to say. When your whole career depends on being shocking, your career ends the moment the audience gets bored. And when your whole identity is a stereotype the industry created, you don't have anything to fall back on. She wasn't built like Missy. She wasn't built like Megan. She wasn't built like Nicki. She wasn't built like Lauren. She was built like a seasonal product, a limited time item the industry tests on the public, profits from, then quietly phases out when the hype fades. And that's exactly what we're watching happen right now. Not a scandal, not a downfall, just the end of a corporate experiment that stopped being useful.
Hercules 20-volt brushless power tools are as good as the best for a whole lot less. Only at Harbor Freight.
Here's the part nobody inside the industry will admit publicly. Shop marketing used to work, but now people are tired, exhausted, burned out from chaos. Every week it's a new scandal, a new distraction, a new outrage moment, and audiences started going, bruh, can we just breathe?
Breathe air!
Sexy Red wasn't just too wild. She came at a time when the world was overstimulated, over-triggered, over-scrolled. So while Gamma kept pushing her persona harder and harder, the public was moving in the opposite direction. Spirituality rising, therapy rising, self-awareness rising, parents getting protective, women calling out stereotypes, people detoxing from social media. So the more extreme she got, the more she repelled the very audience they were banking on. And labels hate when a strategy starts backfiring, because backfiring means losing money. This is something the industry always gets wrong. Culture moves in cycles, and the cycle of ratchet goes viral was already dying when Sexy Red hit her peak. You know what people wanted instead? Softness, femininity, healing, mental health, artistry, intention, women uplifting each other instead of clowning themselves. But Sexy Red's whole image was built on the opposite. She couldn't pivot. She couldn't evolve because you can't suddenly rebrand into self-love when your entire persona was engineered around shock, disrespect, sexual chaos, and reinforcing stereotypes. Other artists adapted, she didn't. Not because she didn't want to, but because her brand wasn't designed to grow. The machine built her for hype, not longevity. And culture moved on without waiting for her to catch up. Let me say this clearly, because this is the real core of the whole situation. Sexy Red was a test subject, a prototype, a sample size for the next wave of cultural manipulation. They wanted to see, how far can we push dysfunction before people push back? How sexual can we make a black female artist before the audience snaps? How disrespectful can we let things get before parents revolt? How fast can we engineer virality? How easy is it to control the culture through one personality? She was the experiment. We were the data points. And the results, the public finally hit the limit. People got conscious. People got spiritual. People got protective over black women.
I think people just seeing through that shit. I think people actually seeing through that shit. They were just like, oh, hell no. Now this is something called The Dias and Three More. Check it out, see what they're talking about. Gotta use the bathroom, I'll be right back in like 30 seconds.
Tune in to GPB. It's a Georgia thing.
Never ever sue the driver who crashed into you after a car accident. There's a better way to get compensated that's faster, easier, and can get you way more money without spending years in court or paying expensive lawyers up front.
Dave Smith didn't hesitate to ask the real questions.
Barack and Michelle Obama. He goes into the White House. Look at the house he lives in now.
During an appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast, the issue of career politicians getting rich came up, and the pair went all out on the Obamas and the Clintons.
Those speeches are wonderful. It's like, wait a minute, your policies benefited these corporations, and then, surprise, surprise, those people after you leave office want to hear you talk so badly.
And today we're covering it all. By the way, we just launched this channel and we'll focus solely on debates. So if you believe truth isn't partisan, hit that subscribe button and let's jump right into it.
Listen, they're all crooks. Look, the inside trading is off the chart. It is so crazy that that's legal.
Dude, the Clintons, okay, Bill and Hillary Clinton have, since I was a little kid, I mean, since I was like 4 or 5 years old, was when he was governor in Arkansas. Their entire career is they were public servants and they ran a charity. And they're worth like $100 million or something like that. Like, wait a minute, huh? Wait a minute, so you guys haven't been practicing law any of this time. You haven't been working in some industry where you've made tons of money. You were public servants who make, healthy salaries, but not like that's gonna put.
But if you know, it's profit in the non-profit.
You were in the hundreds of millions of dollars, and you ran a charity. The Clintons.
If you ain't fucking around and blow, if you get a non-profit and a blow up, bro, you gonna get money, bro. I'm sorry, like.
Foundation, and now somehow Barack and Michelle Obama. He goes into the White House. Look at the house he lives in now.
This is a serious issue that's almost an epidemic with our politicians at this point. They enter public service with fairly modest finances, then somehow leave as multimillionaires.
But if you become a president, you're going to be famous, period, dog. Anybody who becomes a U.S. president, they're famous for the rest of their life, dog.
Look at the Clintons. In 1989, their net worth was around $420,000. Fast forward to 2015, and the Forbes article claimed they made $230 million since leaving the White House. The same pattern shows up with Obama as well, who increased his net worth 30 times compared to when he entered the White House. And according to recent estimates, his wealth stands at $70 million. But the thing with him is that he spent his presidency playing on identity politics, while Michelle now endlessly speaks about victimhood. So you'd think they're living in a single-bedroom apartment. So let's see how Joe and Dave describe one of his homes.
It is crazy, though, that they don't, like, our leaders don't even feel the urge to, like, kind of not shove it in all of our faces.
Right.
That there's, like, that this whole thing is just, it's all just kind of like, oh, how much money can I extract from this pot and get myself wealthy? You don't feel like any sense of, and I will say, the one who I like kind of personally resent the most, which maybe is unfair, but is Obama. Because so many of us did kind of buy into, at least to some degree, the thing he was selling in 2008. And you're like, wait, but you don't feel like have you seen pictures of the house he lives in?
Well, he's got multiple houses. He's got one in Hawaii.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one in Martha's Vineyard.
Pretty dope.
An article about the house that he had, and there's a fun fact about the street that it's on.
A bunch of Saudis own it, right?
Yeah, at least 5 houses.
Yeah. After leaving office, Obama moved quickly into the high-end real estate. He bought 3 properties in a short span of time. The first one in Hawaii, a beautiful beachfront property, which the couple originally purchased for $8.4 million under their LLC. The second in Washington, D.C., just a few miles from the White House. And it was purchased in 2017 for $8.1 million. But the crown jewel is the one in Martha's Vineyard. Roughly 6,900 square meters, bought in 2019 for $11.75 million. All for a former president living a comfortable life after leaving office, as their job is one of the hardest and most critical for this country. But for someone who basically got rich because of being a politician, this might be going overboard. So you may be wondering, how did he make so much
Man, that Martha Vineyard house, boy, I want one of them.
money to begin with? Well, you have the Netflix deal, the insane speaking fees, and the book deals. Joe and Dave noted that there might be more behind those moves, though, and the pair made some valid points.
I think the flaw in that is that, yeah, but they always find a way to get, because look, those speeches, that's not contributing to anyone's campaign.
Right.
And that's not technically rewarding you for bailing out the big banks. It's just you happen to bail out the big banks, and then they happen to really want to listen to what you have to say after that. And look,
of course the book deal's warranted. People want to read your book.
It's like the idea that you could ever close down on every single weekend. Look, the Saudis weren't allowed to contribute money to Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign because you're not allowed to do that. But they could give $10 million to the Clinton Foundation. And then once Hillary Clinton lost, it's so weird, they stopped donating. Like, I don't know, they just stopped being interested in charity, you know? The House of Saud was really interested in charity for a while there in 2016.
And isn't the charitable foundation thing a sneaky tax way of making money?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because there's a thing about charitable foundations, like everyone who's like really rich seems to have a foundation.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the expert on that or anything else really, but I know that they certainly get a whole bunch of tax breaks that you wouldn't get if you just started a business.
There are a few key clarifications worth making here.
Here's to the go-getters. And not just the ones in the gym, but everywhere.
Both the Obama Foundation and the Clinton Foundation are registered 501c3 nonprofits, which means they do not pay federal taxes on the donations they receive as long as they stay away from politics. Second, like any charity, donors can write those contributions off on their taxes. But this is where things get interesting. These foundations can function as pay-to-play schemes, where large donations overlap with time in office. We saw similar concerns raised during Hillary's time as Secretary of State, and Obama still holds enormous sway inside the Democratic Party. That money is then funneled into causes that expand influence and visibility, which later lead to book deals, speaking engagements, and media opportunities. Obviously, this is all legal, and no investigator would be able to prove any crime, but it's still absurd nonetheless.
All it is just corruption on a much, much bigger level.
But it's legal corruption.
Exactly. And everyone just accepts it.
It's a wild time, my friend, because people have access to information now that allows them to really see all this stuff. Like the insider trading thing's probably been going on forever, but we didn't even hear about it until about a decade ago.
Yeah. Oh, very rarely.
Very rarely.
It was just kind of accepted that all of these people are rich.
Yeah.
And we don't really know where they got their money from.
Except Jimmy Carter. And that's one of the things that people loved about Jimmy Carter. As Jimmy Carter, to the end, really just maintained a very simple lifestyle, and just never chased money. He never was that guy. He didn't do those crazy speeches where he talks to bankers and makes $500,000 for some strange reason.
Yeah.
Those speeches are wonderful because those are the cutest. Those are the cutest ones. Because wait a minute, your policies benefited these corporations, and then, surprise, surprise, those people, after you leave office, want to hear you talk so badly.
The Carter example works so well because he represents a different path. Of course, there are former presidents like him who chose not to cash in on their influence after leaving office. And that's the real issue. Many people now see...
Whoever came in and hit the like button, man, appreciate y'all. Thank you for hitting the like button, man. We just in here talking, just freestyling all these videos, man.
Politics.
Well, I guess what we talking about now, we was talking about how these politicians is getting a big ass check just for doing nothing, buying all these multi-million-dollar houses.
What if your dream was to build the
Now we
fastest
going
car? But then when you go...
Poetic Flacco. We talking about something about no jumper situation.
What if you realize the work...
One of the co-hosts of Adam 22's podcast he does every Tuesday on No Jumper, has officially announced that he has quit the podcast on No Jumper, listing Adam as the primary reason why he's quitting. Now, while on the way out, he also mentioned some employees that he didn't really agree with and he has a problem with. He will call them haters. Those employees will respond back. It's all a big mess right now. One of the primary reasons his co-host Munchie B is quitting No Jumper is he feels like his reputation is being harmed by being on No Jumper.
Nah, he went on there. He was drunk though, but I felt like Adam kind of, you know, he played into it too much, but he was drunk. I mean, if you drunk online, bro, shit, I done got drunk online before. Shit, it happens. What's up, man? Hey, where you coming from, man? What city? Y'all hit the like button, man.
Especially after the altercation he had with Adam on the Tuesday show. So Munchie got really drunk. That led to a screaming match between him and Adam, which ultimately led to this awkward instance where Adam kicked his chair to get him away from him.
It's my podcast, and why the f would I keep inviting you on when you're acting like a drunk? But that's not the topic at hand. The topic at hand is why you keep getting so drunk on the podcast and holding the podcast back. Did you hear when I read like 24 donations from people who were complaining about you being so drunk? You to watch this episode back. If you can watch this episode back and tell me that you don't think that this has been embarrassing, then you're high on meth because you've been bugging. Stop doing this. You're not invited to this podcast and you're gonna keep showing up wasted. Let's do the bet. No, I'm not trying to hear you talk about any more dumb.
You say you from Compton? I've been to Compton before, man. My first video I ever shot in LA was inside Compton. I love Compton. Well, I love LA, period. It's pretty nice, man. I'm talking about some dope shit, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I love LA.
You are watching a master at work.
Man, why we got? See, we be having clowns in here, bro. Like as the night goes on, bro. I don't know, bro. I guess what they say is true, bro. But these guys, bro. Hold on, y'all.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
This ain't not Compton.
Don't stop touching me. Stop it. Stop poking me. What the fuck is this? Get your hand off me. Get out of here.
Let's do it right now.
I mean, he sounds like he's drunk, bro. He sounds like he's like fucking plastered, like.
Stop putting your dirty
No. I watched a couple reactions to this from street dudes in LA. And from what I've gathered, those street dudes were apparently expecting Munchie B to get up and start punching his boss, even though he was blind, because the boss yelled at him on a podcast. Now, Munchie B responded back, and Munchie B would make it very clear that he believes that Adam like kind of took the chance to yell and go crazy and create the content that made him look bad because he was drunk. He felt like if he wasn't drunk, Adam wouldn't have yelled at him. Adam wouldn't have went off. He felt like Adam.
But who shows up to their job drunk, bro? Anything you do, bro, like as far as like work goes, work-wise, ain't nobody showing up that shit drunk. I don't even want to show up to a party drunk. I'm just being real.
Wouldn't have been courageous or brave enough to raise his voice if Munchie B was not drunk.
No time? With Braun, you can still look legendary. Braun Series 9 Pro Plus. You take one stroke, Braun takes 5. Cutting it close has never felt so comfortable. Wrong.
Oh yeah, the great. It's not a Swisher. That's a big. Well, I think Swisher might make it, but it's BLK great. I just hit this like after I smoke my blunt, kind of keep my high low. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Maybe the whole thing would have happened. But if I wasn't as faded as I was, equilibrium all there, Adam would have never got that animated. Ever.
Congratulations.
For sure.
You played yourself.
For sure. I ain't got nothing super against Adam. But you got me effed up though, bro. For one, you lied. I ain't never begged for no job at no jumper ever in my life. And I ain't complaining about nothing when that shit got canceled last year. That's for one. Dirty hands, bro. I got the most hygiene, the best hygiene at no jumper, bro. You admit it. You don't even use a towel to bathe. You and Lush, bro. I think that's some white boy shit. I'm not clear. Not trying to offend the white people. But I guess you just let the water, and you do. That's not.
Yeah, you ever had the magic? You ever had the magic?
Drunk Clip is probably a lot of you guys' first time seeing Munchie B on this channel, but Munchie B has a reputation for being really like that in LA. And I say really like that so I don't say nothing incriminating, but Munchie B is known for being a really serious street dude that you don't really play with, and there's consequences for playing with him in the streets. Like for example, back in let's say 09 or that era when I was like reading about Munchie B on forums, and right? Every violent act that took place in South Central, every neighborhood 6-0 that got shot or got killed, they were blaming Munchie B for it. Like that's how dangerous and respected Munchie B is. So for Munchie B to get yelled at by Adam on the podcast, I think, like me particularly, I don't feel like Adam really like held something against Munchie B. I kind of felt like Adam feels like him and Munchie B is close enough to where they could yell, they could scream, and go right back to being cool.
I just feel like they should have scrapped the interview. I think. I mean, if it was a lie though, I don't know if it was live. If it was a recorded show, they should have scrapped the interview, or at least cut that part out, some type of way.
And go back to being friends again. But Adam and Munchie B, they're not day one homies. They don't know each other.
That's the problem. Everybody keep falling out. Don't nobody want to stay together and make money no more, bro. Everybody, oh, you hurt my feelings and this and that, and bro, fuck all that, bro. If it ain't detrimental to my health, trying to get me killed, take a night of here, bro, let's get money, bro. Like all that, my feelings hurt shit. Bro, like, sit your ass down somewhere, bro. Get some goddamn money in your pocket. All that goddamn, oh, my feelings hurt. What's
childhood, you know, they're not friends per se. I don't think they're like really close friends who hang out, you know.
Get to the money. Fuck all that.
And do Korean barbecue together. So Munchie B probably felt like we don't have that report to where I could watch that particular clip and watch what the internet has to say and watch my friends and family tell me, oh my God, this is embarrassing what happened, and then still come back on the podcast. Now Munchie would highlight that he was not fired, that he actually quit after I guess some ultimatum that he had. Couldn't be that.
I wasn't fired. I gave him an ultimatum. I would have had that sit down that I wanted. I didn't wait. I requested it Wednesday, and I hit Josh and Adam Thursday. Hey, thanks for the opportunity, but that's my last.
But when I first seen this, I think I seen this last week sometime. When I first seen this, I knew that old boy probably wasn't gonna go back to that because it was the interview. It was very. I mean, it wasn't an interview. It was a podcast with a panel, and it looked bad. It looked very bad.
Tuesday, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. And that was that.
One of the interesting things about this, Munchie B said that if his ultimatum was met, he would have been back on No Jumper, and that ultimatum was a sit down with Adam on Wednesday on camera. So this thing happened on Tuesday night. Munchie B wanted to sit down with Adam on Wednesday. I think what that sit down was going to be essentially Munchie B earning back his aura. Munchie B earning back his street credibility. I think Munchie B felt like, okay, this happened on Tuesday. If we do a sit down on Wednesday and I mark you out on camera too, then you know.
Girl summer. Something's off with this girl. Read the room and know your place.
We are fair and we're even. So I felt like Munchie B probably wanted that sit down so he could also yell back at Adam while sober. He could also scream at Adam. He could also try to mark out Adam on camera on Wednesday. So hence, by the time the lazy reaction channels get an opportunity to make like their videos, lying on No Jumper, lying on Munchie B, lying on us as they always do, before they get their chance to even make their slop reactions, this new sit down with Munchie B and Adam would already be out, and Munchie B can say, "You see, when I'm sober, I mark them out, haha."
I just think being faded, period, man. Just being faded, that's a bad look, bro.
But when that wasn't met, and the storm kind of got a chance to escalate, all right, and the wind carried the fire, Munchie just felt like, okay, things have gone too far. My reputation has just taken a hit. That's just too crazy to overcome. I can't really come back right now. And that's why I think Munchie B ultimately quit. Now, Munchie B will go all on a particular employee called Youngin Hefe after he left No Jumper. And when he goes off with Youngin Hefe, he claims that Youngin Hefe is a hater. He's always been a hater. And Youngin Hefe made a reaction about this entire situation and how Youngin Hefe painted him was not cool.
I text Adam, I said, hey, bro, I don't know what picture floating around, but it need to come down. He said, okay, I put it on my story the same night for a couple hours. He said, but I told you, I said, I'm going to post this. You told me, go ahead, you should post it. Whatever I said when I was drunk, I don't remember that shit. But for Ant to go do some content on, like, you gotta be long content, right? That's low hanging fruit. And on top of that, I could have been fired your ass up a long time ago.
The picture that Munchie B is talking about, which also, by the way, this entire situation, everything just happened at once. Everything just happened at once that just made it. So Adam posted a picture, I think he took a Munchie B on the last Tuesday show, where Munchie B is sagging and his pants is like half down and his drawers is, like the pants is beneath the bottom of the drawer. So the pants is beneath the bottom of the drawer line. So Munchie B drawers is showing and then the pants is beneath the bottom of the drawers. So Adam took...
What type of man would take a picture and try to embarrass you like that, bro, and put it up online? Like, that's nasty word, bro. That's nasty word. You saying the man was fucked up, bro. Like, if that was really your partner and you trying to get money with the man, why would you take a picture of him like that and post it, bro? You petty as fuck.
Come on now, dog.
Petty.
Come on, man.
Petty individual.
That picture, but again, how it works is there's a desk and a table that hides that image from the fans. So the fans can't see Munchie B draw showing in his pants beneath the draw line. But Adam takes a picture, and apparently Adam asked Munchie B while he was drunk if he could post it. Munchie B said, yeah, and Adam posted it. So, yeah, like Munchie is already upset about that. And then he's seen one of his co-hosts, in Hefe, he, I guess, spoke on it, like briefly on his live stream, and Munchie B felt like Hefe did that just to embarrass him, and this was also a part of the reason why he kind of quit and left No Jumper. He just kind of feels like nobody at No Jumper has his back.
I'll be skipping. I'm like, damn, he just looking for anything, right? Now pause right there. A couple days ago, when I figured I'm like I'm cool off this No Jumper shit anyway, I told Gang that nigga, I said the only reason why I want to turn around and jog back, like, all right, never mind,
Our TurboTax experts in person and let them do your taxes for you. Now this is taxes.
At L'Oreal Group, we reached 97% renewable energy for our sites at the end of 2024, and we aim for 100% by 2030. This is how we create the beauty that moves the world.
Well, it's because Youngin Hefe, I believe he's a hater. And I believe he's a hater, and I think that'll satisfy him if I should. Because some niggas think they'll step up and be a star player, but they ain't got the star quality. They just don't have it. And I don't like giving niggas the satisfaction. But I'm like, morals over money, I'm out of here. So, however, back to where I was at. Now, I could have been fired this dude up, but I'm just keep it gangster with him. You know what I'm saying? Quote unquote. Like I ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? I mean, he weighed whatever he weighed. He had this little bitty ass sweatsuit on. The chat calling it a bodysuit, a one piece. I don't know who pick out his clothes and who even sizes it. I'm like, yeah, I could have been did some content about the one piece. Then they talking about the yo dude from Texas, about him getting his groceries ate. We come in, and he kick off that conversation. I run across some content, somebody slow him down in slow motion. He jacked his leg up. I guess he trying to ask Adam how maybe in their ass they used to and chunk his leg up in the air, gesturing. I'm like, damn, I could have been the content on that. Zesty as shit. And then, okay, 607 he bounced about his chair, hop on his knees like he giving fellatio in front of this man. I could have been the content on that. Ignored that. But this fool, Adam, take a picture of my pants sagging, the side of my thighs showing. He's a freakazoid. That is not acceptable, but expect leg up in the air, gesturing. I'm like, damn, I could have been the content on that. Zesty as shit. And then, okay, 607 he bounced about his chair, hop on his knees like he giving fellatio in front of this man. I could have been the content on that. Ignored that.
This is definitely interesting.
But this fool, Adam, take a picture of my pants sagging, the side of my thighs showing. He's a freakazoid. That is not acceptable, but expected. A freakazoid posted it, and he gonna do some and ain't gonna do content on some soft kind of fat horny nigga is you. I didn't even have to go. I only listened to 15 minutes of that hour. I don't know how you could talk about a nigga, somebody taking a picture of a nigga signing his ass sheet for an hour. I don't know. Ain't my style, but whatever.
I'll be real, I'm disappointed that Munchie B and Youngin Hefe are not seen eye to eye, because, yo, they were boys, they were homies, bro. I think Munchie B really vouched and liked Ant being on. I think Ant has also vouched for Munchie and done things for Munchie B. And I just hate to see how, guess Munchie B issues with Adam, who's the boss, has led to now Munchie B with Ant, who's an employee, right? Like, bro, we all gotta do our content, man. You feel me? We all gotta get our content off, right? Like, yo, if Ant Hefe was caught, God forbid, because Ant ain't like that, but if Ant was caught in a compromising position one of these days, okay? Bro, I'm sure Munchie will cover it. I'll cover it. Bro, Ant know I'm covering it, bro. But Ant know I love him. I love you, Ant. You feel me, bro? You my guy. You my brother. But, yo, the content, nobody's above the content. We got to get the content out, man. All right? So if Ant gets caught doing something or gets caught man, I'm covering it, man. We got to. So yeah, man. Like, maybe right now, Munchie B is just in a position where he just feels like everybody is against him. But I don't feel like
he shouldn't have went up there drunk, but oh yeah, it is what it is, bro. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Like, this is something that Ant Hefe did, you know, like, they're wrong, right, for talking about what's been going on. Now, Ant will respond back and he will say that Munchie B is tripping for no reason. He has no reason to hate on Munchie, and he will say he didn't even talk about or cover what Munchie B is claiming he covered for too long. He only briefly spoke on it, according to Ant.
Photo, I do a live last night, right? And the live was basically like Adam 22 take a picture of Munchie, boxers, and guys showing Spudlow acting at me. The live wasn't even about Munchie B. The live was about the weirdo Spudlow keep at me. Why don't you at me stuff about Munchie B? What does that have to do with me? So I guess whatever he ran down my timeline, or somebody must have told him they Ant said this. So the dude said he only heard 15 seconds of it, and me saying that, hey, I don't care about no community guidelines or something. He don't even know why I'm saying what I'm saying. But to him, it was a red flag because his name's in it. He said he exited right out of it. He don't even listen to it. He's under the impression I'm talking about him in his whole life for an hour. I probably talked about him about 2 or 3 minutes, if that, and I wasn't even like talking about him. I was talking about like, why would this smoker at me something with Munchie B? You know what I'm saying? So this dude gets in his feelings, and I guess he decided to tell y'all he quit no jumper. He was gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to give me the satisfaction because he believed that I'm a hater or was hating on him, or whatever the case may be. But we about to get into this content, man. Y'all already know it's the halfway to half effect. Keep it regular and straight, of course, because it ain't even no hate. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just laugh at this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the type of shit that Adam once told somebody before back interview. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. What I'm starting to see, bro, is that you think that you're entitled to something. I'm not your woman. You can be entitled to women. You can't be entitled around other alpha males. So obviously, everybody who running with you, they tagging along or they under your command and everything you say, bro. I'm another alpha male, man. So I don't bow my head. I don't act nice with other males, bro. I act firm and I act regular, bro. And since I've been knowing you and since we've been knowing each other, name an indication and name something that I did indifferent to make you feel like I'm hating on you. Because you social media dudes like it's crazy, like with this hate stuff. Like this the first thing you do is come out and say, hey, what have you done to me for me to hate you? What have you took for me to hate you? You don't have more than me, bro. What are you doing? Like let's go here, bro. This is where we gotta go, bro. What are you doing outside of No Jumper and Alex Alonzo check, bro? You don't have a lot of stuff popping, bro. Like for me to hate on you, bro, and whatever you get paid for, if you doing, I'm saying, the service for your community, bro. I don't care about no Jumper, bro. I came to No Jumper, bro, to host with you, and because Adam asked me, bro.
He really switched in that cold tub.
Oh, Spicy BTD, I stay first 24/7, on and off the field, and in and out the tub.
All that confidence comes from your face being on top.
100%, bitch.
Well, I'll tell you what, the forecast is reading 100%.
Player, star player, and what? It's not no star player. That's what you don't understand. You in your mind thinking that you some type of goddamn creative player, star player, that you get up here in front of this camera and you act a donkey ass and you say all type of stuff, bro. I don't care about being no star player, bro. Most of the time, bro, I sit there, bro. And when I can talk or assert myself in, bro, I assert myself in, bro. You the person every episode, hey, even when you not drunk. It's just less of hey, bro. I sit back chill, bro. I don't fight with you to speak, bro. I let y'all do y'all thing that y'all been doing before I've been here. So how am I hating on you? Where have I hated on you in the field anywhere? It's nothing to hate on you about, bro. You want to be the super podcaster.
Hey, that makes sense though, bro. Like, you let somebody have the floor.
Bro, I don't give a fuck about podcasting, bro. I come in there and do me, bro. If I don't follow me tomorrow, bro, that's that, bro. I'm not begging for shit. I ain't begging for nothing, bro. And I don't care. You the person that come in there and try to follow proper podcast etiquette, bro. Not me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had one little mishap with you over one and Young Thug, and I asked you doing that situation, hey, bro, it's obviously you got your opinion and I got my opinion. Let's just leave it there. Oh, no, fuck that. You don't want to be super tough guy, bro, in these rooms. And
at this point, I think Munchie B coming back is probably the best. Can you imagine the absolute cinema we're about to get if Munchie B comes back and now Munchie B and Hefe and Adam all got a podcast together every week? This will be literal cinema, man. Munchie, you gotta come back now, bro. You got to come back now, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this?
I tell that boy Poetic Guy, we about to go to Most Scandalous Los Angeles TV. We'll go to one of our favorites, nigga.
What are you doing today?
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Honestly, I think we've already done it. We've done such a solid job exposing these frauds that the whole world knows by now. The so-called exposers are rats. Plain and simple. Because of this, when Lieutenant Officer Lovesboys opens up the phone lines and lets people call in, they always clown him. When Lovesboys opens up those lines, a little bit of everybody calls in. White boys, white women, haters, homosexuals, and even some who just want to clown him for being a cop. People call in just to tell him exactly what we've been saying. He's law enforcement, and he's a fraud. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hilarious. It's so hilarious, in fact, that I decided today to put a few of those calls together, just so you can hear it for yourself. Because sometimes, man, we gotta take a break from the heavy stuff and just have a good laugh. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Somebody thought they was trolling me, playing a game with me, and sent my live and my number to like some gay type of database, bro. All the gay call, bro. Yo, you live.
Yo, you a sexy ass dog.
So I got the first gay motherfucker to give me a compliment. Get your buster ass up out of here. Yo, you live. Respect, bro.
Hey, I just want to say we need to fight for transgender rights.
Shit, go fight for him. What the fuck you telling me for?
Sexy ass, yeah.
Hello. Yo, you live.
Hey, my name is Delavar Bryce from Oklahoma.
What's up, Delavar?
Hey, can I fuck, bro?
You said what?
Can I fuck, bro?
What music? I want to know what he's talking about. He's talking about music? Yo, you live.
Yeah, my name's Tina. I'm a transgender, and you're fucking cute.
Oh, so I got two gay motherfuckers calling me. Thank you. Oh, you hung up. Okay. Oh, you live. Shut the fuck up. You called me to tell me I'm a bitch, huh?
He's a real dog.
I wish you would show your face, bro.
I wish you show yours in the hood. Yeah.
Everybody know where the fuck I'm at and who I am.
Yeah, we was all over there.
Ain't no we. Whoever's with your ass is busted. Whoever with your buster ass is busted. That's facts. Use your mark.
That big booty boy into there. No hundreds.
This nigga talking about booties, man. Get your. Let me start talking about when he said, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. When he said big booty, I thought he was talking about like an auntie or a home, bro. That referred to a man as a big booty, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit is diabolical. This shit is wild. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you live.
Hey, bro.
Man, you know who this is. What's up?
Hey, nigga.
You called me to tell me that? You called to make sure it's me and say I'm a tell you. They can't stand me though. Hey,
Hey, man, you like what you doing, bro. You like what you doing, man. I fuck with you. Fuck with your shit, man. If you funny as hell, don't you go out, man. Nigga, fuck with you, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man. You get fuck you.
Oh, for real? Yo, you live. What up with it?
Hey, man. Hey, say, why everybody keep on saying you the police, man?
I don't know why I don't understand what they say, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, no disrespect, and I be seeing some of the shit you be doing. I'm just wondering, why they keep saying you one time.
I can't tell you why men think how they think, bro. I just think how I think. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Why you doing all that, all these videos on Big U? You don't think that's like no cop shit, homie?
What's cop about it, bro? You ever seen a cop do that?
You in jail now. So that's The proof was in the pudding, Big. You in jail.
You helping the police?
I ain't helping the police.
Big, you fighting for his life right now.
Police do a motherfucking thing. I ain't never get a police nothing, no investigation. What the fuck are you talking about?
So you telling me them videos ain't helping the police?
Yeah, I ain't never gave up no information to the police about nothing, bro. Everything I'm talking about is public record. What are you talking about?
So you telling me your videos ain't
Man, I just answered your question, bro.
I mean, I'm finding that hard to believe only because I actually been through the system.
You ain't gotta believe what I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck what you believe. I ain't gave no police no information.
I mean, you don't gotta get hurt about it, man. I'm just asking.
I'm not hurt about nothing. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Man, get your buster ass up out of here. Get the fuck what you talking about, man.
I heard about it. He heard about it.
They talking about, I don't think that's police.
He heard about
it. You think I'm the police? Go tell everybody the police. I don't give a fuck what you tell another about me. You asking me what another man think about me. Fuck you and the other man. That's the thing. Niggas think I give a fuck about their opinion. I don't give a fuck. You's a Yo, you lying.
Yo, 600.
What's up, homie?
Trump or Biden?
Trump.
Hell yeah, brother.
You know the truth. Hey, yo, you lie.
Hey, it's me again, Cheryl. How you doing?
What's up, Cheryl?
I'm listening here to 25, watching your show. What are you doing today?
Working out?
Brother sound like an old
Eating what?
Eating
watching this show. I'm gonna send you a text at 200 because you're so nice to me. Because you know it's me, Cheryl.
All right, send that cash up. I got you.
Okay.
Well, that's a man. Yeah, that's a man.
Yo, you lie. What up?
That's a man.
What's up, homie?
So you told me you enjoyed the outlet and give me a squadron, but you wouldn't go to the sauce and see Deuce in.
I don't even know you. The fuck, I'm gonna drive 5 hours to fight a nigga who on the phone with him, bro. Because I know pimps, nigga. You ain't got no ears. Go call him. Get your buster ass up out of here. Yo, you lie.
You wouldn't even go to your own hood to catch a fade. You a mark. You be on the line, bullshit, making California look bad.
You done, bro? Come show me. I'm in my hood. Fuck you in your hood. It's my hood. I'm in my hood.
You got the swag.
You ain't even from LA.
No, I'm not.
Pop up out here and blow your face off. Dead homies. Yo, you lie. Oh man, you called again, bro.
Yeah, because you scared.
What am I scared of, bro? What's I just went over there, bro. Y'all started saying it was gentrified. Police sitting in the parking lot, bro. It's police sitting in the gas station, man. What you gonna do over there, bro?
You don't stop nowhere.
Oh man, shut the fuck up.
You don't stop on
Stop watching the movie in the 1990s, bro. Okay.
You weren't even out there.
I don't give a fuck about no camera. Fuck you on your camera. Where you coming?
When they down your motherfucking ass.
There ain't nobody down to me. I'm a crip.
No, you ain't no crip, nigga. You ain't a crip. Cause real crips don't do shit. You and that old buster ass.
Man, you's a fan, man. You a fan. Yo, you live.
Yo, what's the deal? You put in to be a LAPD officer. I mean, what the fuck is the purpose of even doing that?
What's the purpose of doing what?
Trying to put in a police officer.
I put in job applications all the time, bro.
Yeah, well, you found out real quick that gangbanging shit doesn't get you nowhere.
I found that out in 2015 when I retired, bro. What are you talking about?
So you have on YouTube every day talking about it.
I can talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. I stopped gang making in 2015.
You can look at a calm the whole time.
Man, I don't give a fuck what you say I look like.
You wouldn't know shit about
Use a
Hey, what's up, man? My name is Ricky. I'm from Alabama.
Okay. What's up, Ricky?
I'm having sex with my sister.
We get them type of little calls every now and then.
Yo, that fight in Miami, is there any gambling websites where you can bet on you?
You know, I don't know. If it is, it won't be until like a day or two before the fight.
Alright. Well, just make sure you let us all know, you know, because I'm
Just tell me for it, bro. You should just do what you gotta do.
yeah, I'm just letting
You don't have to tell me. You should go ahead and do it. Actually, I don't even give a fuck.
Alright, man, shit, man. I heard you getting prepared for filling. You feeling healthy? I see you been doing the watermelon thing.
Yeah,
I don't know you trying to, what are you trying to do? You trying to get fit? I mean, are you trying something new?
I'm just staying consistent, bro. Doing what I've been doing. You know what I mean? This is my come out party, man. This the my US debut. You know, it's a lot of guys been watching this fight, man. You feel me? It's a lot of upside to this, so I'm pulling up so I can show out.
Yeah, I heard that, bro, man. Shout out to that, man. Like I said, bro, I was like, hey, this nigga finna really go for another fight on August 9th. Like, shit, he getting that money, he raking it in.
Oh, that's for sure. They gonna get that chili.
Yeah, I'm already know, I said. I'm already know. Hey, bro, when you gonna start your clothing line?
I need some help, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I be too busy. I need somebody to do it for me.
Come on, sis, man. You know, I don't want to hear that, bro.
No. When I say help, I'm talking about
time, huh? You don't got the time, huh?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. Hopefully we get that clothing line off the motherfucking Jump Street, man. Shit, get that shit going.
Yeah, we gonna
get them goddamn 600. I am a cop. I'm a rat ass nigga.
Yeah, that shit might. You think that shit a sell?
Hell, the one where you got knocked the fuck out.
You think it'll sell?
Right on the front of a tank top.
So look. Oh, so you think?
Hopefully we get clothing line off the motherfucking Jump Street, man. Shit, get that shit going.
Yeah, we gonna
get them goddamn 600. I am a cop. I'm a rat ass nigga shirt.
Yeah, that shit might. You think that shit a sell?
Hell, the one where you got knocked the fuck out.
You think it'll sell?
Right on the front of a tank top.
So look, this is what you do.
What we gonna do with your fat ass? What you gonna do, nigga? Eating all that watermelon, nigga. You trying to stop her eating fries and sweets and chips and shit, huh?
Well, I was gonna say something else, but might be
nigga, you like eating sweet chips and shit.
The people laughing. The people laughing, so I'm gonna let you on the phone.
Get a little more for your dollar, huh? You like, shit, I could get more pieces of watermelon if I spend $8 for a whole one.
Oh, so
you ain't trying to nigga, don't try that healthy shit with me, nigga. Funds is low, nigga. I ain't silly.
Yeah, my funds is low, bro. Can you send me some?
Man, chili, I can see some chili cheese fries and ramen money.
That's it? All right, send it.
Shit, your broke ass. Hey, why you up here begging for money?
Why you still on the phone, bro? You ain't got no bitches.
I'm trying to get that rack 600.
You got a FaceTime?
I'm trying to get that.
Oh, you want to joke, man? You got FaceTime? You's a buster, nigga. That's why I let him talk. Hey, yo, you live.
Yo, let me ask you something, sis, since you were crib.
Hey, bro, why do all you busters keep saying, let you ask me something? Nigga, just ask, you gonna ask, bro. I don't give a fuck about no gang banging, nigga.
I mean, I'm asking, bro.
You still ain't ask? Get your buster ass out of here. Yo, you live.
Yo, 600, why listen, real shit. Why you entertaining these niggas, my nigga?
You don't be too many real niggas calls. It's a lot of gay people calls.
Yeah, but you entertaining that, but fuck them. Listen, bro, I want to ask you. Let me ask you this, man, and then you can hang up. I know you will. Why you want to let these people know, bro, all your static with the set is with old men, bro. They 60 or better, bro.
I don't have no status with nobody, bro.
You disrespecting cat.
Hey, bro, fuck cuz and rap, bro. I don't have no status with that busters, nigga. I don't give a fuck about them busters, bro.
Okay, we'll cut them out there. Fuck that. 600, you the champ, man. What you do to them niggas who hit you for that $90?
Huh?
What did you do to the niggas that hit you for that 90
grand? I don't know what the hell this nigga talking about.
this nightcap we reacting to, y'all.
Gemini, will this ham feed 6 adults?
That ham appears to be 8 pounds, which...
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap. Huge. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. JJ McCarthy gets injured again, Ocho, but the Vikings hand the Giants their 9th loss in a row. Minnesota wins 16-13. McCarthy exited the game before halftime, and backup Max Brosmer helped the Vikings win their 3rd game in a row. I mean, didn't Jay McCarthy get hurt in college? He missed his entire rookie season.
Yeah.
He's been in and out of the lineup this year.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised that they took him that high because he was a guy that didn't really run the foot. They didn't really throw the football when he was in college. They ran the football. They were running team.
Yeah, Michigan run the ball right down your throat.
Damn. Ocho. Jackson Dart was 7 of 13 for 33 yards.
Yeah, you didn't know that? I was able to watch this one. I was trying to make sure JJ got why y'all still up?
Super Bowl, I thought so, yeah.
Hi.
How you doing?
What?
Y'all supposed to be in the bed. Santa Claus gonna bypass y'all.
Last time we stayed up till 3 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah, Santa Claus, he can't come by. He can't let y'all see it. Y'all stayed up till 3 o'clock. Santa Claus like, nah, I'm gonna bypass this house.
You ready for bed?
No, I'm not tired. No.
Would you play Roblox? Okay, say hi to the chat. Say hi, chat.
Hi, Chad. Hi, Chad.
How y'all doing?
All right. Stop jumping. Whoever they're jumping, stop jumping.
Yeah.
French fry. Stop jumping up and down.
Boy, I know if a certain quarterback played the entire game and had a 7 of 13 for 33 yards.
They're gonna give him grace. They're gonna give him grace because he's a rookie.
What the hell you thinking? Oh, We're gonna leave that alone.
Leave it alone.
Oh man, they sacked him 5 times. They picked him off once.
Mm-hmm. It was a bad day. It was a bad day for him over there.
Jonathan Allen, who was former Washington commander, had a sack. Levi Drake Rodriguez had a sack. Van Ginkel had a sack. Wilson had a sack. Redmond had a sack.
Van Ginkel.
Well, look. They're gonna have to figure this thing out. Minnesota needs to look. Because as of right now, I don't know how we can count on JJ McCarthy. He missed an entire year and he's been in and out of the lineup in the 2nd year.
Hey,
it's hard to build a team. It's hard to build a team around with a quarterback.
Right.
You don't know when and if he's gonna play.
That's tough, huh? Injuries happen. Burrow, Lamar, I think, but now Pat. I mean, had Josh Allen Allen never been hurt? He's always available, huh?
Yeah.
And he plays a little reckless too now.
Yeah.
But he's built different though. He's
6'5", 245, 250.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
I mean, because think about it, Ocho. Cam didn't miss no games.
He did.
I mean, Cam missed that one game when he flipped his damn truck.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the
way to the stadium. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until early in his career. It wasn't until late in his career,
right?
That he missed some games. I don't know what the Giants they got to look. They completed 7 passes in a game, Ocho. 7 passes. And Wandale Robinson.
Damn, you hot garbage. I'm talking about you are garbage. 7 passes.
And 3. The longest completion, the lead receiver had 19 yards.
Damn. I wonder. See, I forgot. What's went crazy for the Giants not long ago. Didn't we have him on the show?
Oh, Wandale Robinson.
Yeah. Boy, he went snap ass off. And that's what I don't like. When you have a receiver have a game like that, you go back to the well. If you need water, you go back to the same well you did before.
But wasn't it Jameson that he went crazy with? Excuse me, Jameis? Wasn't it Jameis the quarterback that he went crazy with?
Damn, that's a good one. I'm not sure. Yeah, Jackson Dart might have been out. I think I don't remember.
7 for 13? I guess, Ocho, when you watch it like...
Meet the Dell PC with Intel Core Ultra. With all the battery life to power through your to-dos, so you have extra free time and extra savings. Which means this Black Friday, you can be as extra as you want.
Y'all got y'all work cut out for you, Giants. Fixing that.
Oh, not only fixing that, they still need a head coach. What coach wants to go into that job understanding all the issues that need to be fixed?
I want to be a head coach.
No matter what?
Yep.
And even knowing you probably got 2-3 years, you might be fired again?
Well, Texas extended their winning streak to 7 thanks to a 23-21 victory over the Raiders. CJ Stroud threw a touchdown pass. Derek Stingley returned an interception for a score, and the Texans beat the Vegas Raiders and sent them to their 9th straight loss.
Hey, anybody have the Raiders on their schedule this year? You might as well. It's a W. Now, listen, if it was week 1, it's different. Teams aren't into their own yet. Anything after week 2, week 3, and on, you got the Raiders on the schedule. It's a win.
Yeah.
Gino made some plays.
Yeah. Brock Bowers.
Brock made some plays.
Gino was 16 of 23, 201, 2 touchdowns. On the side, Aston Gentry ran the H out of the ball. 24 for $128, 1 touchdown, long of 51. Mm-hmm. And then he had a pass, 1 catch, 60 yards, touchdown.
Yeah,
Brock Bowers had another touchdown.
They were putting points up today.
CJ missed some easy throws. Nico Collins had 4 for 59. Christian Kirk had 3 for 37. Schultz had 5 for 35. But it's that defense, man. They get after you. Will Anderson Jr. and Barnett, they can get after you. And then you got that back end with Petrie and Stingley Jr. and
Lassiter. Mm-hmm. And that back end is really good.
Really good. Bullock. But look, the Raiders, hey, they made it closer than what I thought. Hey, everybody's trying to get the number 1 pick. Read anything that
Trapmore gang. If you've been following
Trapmore
in the channel for quite some time, you'll know quite a lot about the deadly gang wars in Jacksonville. But if you don't know, okay, there was a major, I don't know if I want to say milestone, but you know, a moment that a lot of people that followed Jacksonville drill for many years knew was coming for a long time, and it finally happened recently, okay? Queso and ATK Scotty, but I mean, Queso most notoriously was sentenced to life in prison for the 2020 murder of Charles McCormick, aka Little Buck, one of the rivals of the ATK or the Aces top killer gang in Jacksonville. Obviously, this crew is notorious for the rap young and Aces top killer. These are his shooters, all right? These are.
I'm from Jacksonville, born and raised.
Guys that was putting in work for him.
On the playground, West most of my days.
Or maybe fortunately, really, if you're thinking about the safety of the community, Queso will not be touching the streets again anytime soon. But what was the most controversial about his trial was really the fact that it was his own father, Blue, right? Another alleged, known gangster from the older generation in Jacksonville, who actually took the stand and testified against his own flesh and blood, his own son, all right? And his father, Abdul Robinson Sr., known in the streets as Blue, he ended up actually himself getting time served. He basically got no repercussions in the situation, and he slid and he skated. It's actually crazy, okay? See if we can get a little reaction to this.
Abdul Robinson Sr., the father of Akeem Robinson, also known as Jacksonville rapper Queso, was sentenced today in connection with the 2020 shooting death of Charles McCormick Jr.
I wonder how he gonna frame this though. For just the beginning of the video, so I wonder how Trap More Ross gonna frame it, because I frame it a different way, but I'll explain mine at the end.
Robinson Sr. was sentenced to 1,898 served. That will be followed by 2 years of community control with electronic monitoring, then followed by 3 years of probation. Robinson will be released today.
Struggling with depression and not feeling the comfort and peace that you need, I invite you to meet with missionaries like me from the Church of Jesus.
A river like that, that's kind of, you're going to be feeling that stuff. You've done enough time in prison. What is it, over 1,000 days? Do I smoke, young and ace?
Yeah, it's probably like 2 and some change.
Guilty to helping his nephew Leroy. Of the deal, he had to testify against Queso. Very sad. During the trial, Barner also testified that he, Robinson, Queso, and Robinson's brother, Abdul Robinson Jr., and Whitaker went to where McCormick lived to devise a plan for the murder, and that all of them wanted to kill McCormick. Okay? It was just a really sad situation. Okay, but it's gotten worse, right? He said the reason for telling was so that he could be released in time to spend time with his younger children. All right, basically telling stories about his 8-year-old daughter wanting to attend a father-daughter dance. His 6-year-old son wanting to play football with his heart failure. He's got a lot on his mind. All right, and arguably, Queso was going down anyway. Let's be real, Queso was going down anyway. Now, obviously, that doesn't make it any better. That doesn't make it okay to see your own father take the stand against you like that. It's gonna be very heartbreaking. Okay, and Queso would clap back.
Damn. Let's see what else.
After his father kind of, was publicly revealed to be snitching on him, he said he wanted a DNA test. He said, ain't no way that's my daddy. He said, we need to take a blood test because this F dude ain't my daddy. I wasn't even raised by that man. If I was, I'll be praising a rat like the rest of his kids. So he's saying I wasn't even raised by him. He ain't do nothing for me, okay? I don't know if this is before or after, but this is Blue giving his thoughts on the situation.
They say I better leave Jacksonville if I want to. See, I'm Muslim. We understand the only way to meet God is through the graveyard. See, we love death like y'all love life. That's gonna give me the odds all the time. Because y'all don't want to die. It don't matter to me. They say I better leave.
So he's saying, people saying he better leave Jacksonville. I believe the judge even inferred he already had a death sentence and that people in the streets would want to get him down. And he has seemingly decided to at least stick around, stay online, stay doing his thing. He's now a free man, okay, and he's now taking his story on the road. He's been doing interviews with Say Cheese and DJ Vlad to tell his story and explain, or at least justify the reasoning for telling on his own son. And I'm not gonna lie, I've talked previously about how I feel about this situation. There's a little part of me that kind of gets why he did this. He's got other children. He wants to spend time with his other children. He needs to set a good example, okay? He's letting them other kids know if there's any nonsense, daddy will put you away for life, all right? And I'm not even trying to make light of that situation like this. I would doubt any of his other kids are going to be picking this lifestyle after the way that Queso went out. But it is definitely, I don't have a kid. I'm not sure if I want kids, but if my kid commit murder, I might have to put him away. But then they saying that Blue was actually in the streets like that, and he was kind of getting his son to slide. So in a Say Cheese interview, Blue actually admitted that he himself jumped off the porch earlier and was out in the streets slanging.
I don't think he had his son doing. I don't think he had any of his sons doing any negative stuff.
Crack. At the age of 15.
So when you get into dollar pieces, $50 slab and shit like that, you want to cut it down. I'm just going to, the white boy has said it for 20. Like that right there. So right down the street, so I could leave school, go straight to the block. That's what I started doing.
So this is around 15, 17?
Yeah, up and down, 15.
Okay, so
16.
Okay, so you're introduced to the game and you're investing $100, $50 here and there.
Yeah.
Small target.
Yeah.
Bro, you claiming no hostile gang, really? You should be claiming Bro, you claiming no hostile gang, really? You should be claiming hostile gang and stand gang. You should be TTSG. Take the stand gang, okay? And that is what it is, right? I don't know if that's Queso. He's got the Draco on there and the link as well. That's actually crazy that he's even wearing that. I don't know if that's Queso. He's got the Draco on there and the link as well. That's actually crazy that he's even wearing that. Now, he will break down more of his backstory.
They all go down. So the dude put me up on where the dude stayed at and everything. I sat on the dude for about 3-4 days, catch him slipping, take him in the house, tell him where the shit at. So when I get him, take him in the house, I tell him, hey man, that shit, he playing like I ain't nothing. This old lady in the house, his kid in the house. I'm young though, I ain't got no respect for none of that. So I tell the dude on purpose, like, now I know where you keep shit at in the couch.
Tune in to GPB. It's a Georgia thing.
Already got a free phone from another provider. Can I still qualify?
Yes, you can. Here it is. The free phone.
On purpose, like, now I know where you keep shit at in the couch. One of your homeboys put me up on this lick. I let him know. Because I'm trying to start the deception in the circle, because my whole plan is I'm going to buck on the guy who put me on the lick. This is my break.
So listen, right, now you're starting to understand why this guy told on his own son. His first big lick when he was 20, right? He's somebody's setting up this guy to get robbed of $180,000. He's busting in the house and he's saying, your homeboy told me that you keep your stuff in the couch. He's telling on his guy that put him onto the lick, that's telling on his friend. Everybody's a snake in this scenario. And I'm not justifying it, but like, this is the scenarios that this guy's, his first big lick, 180,000, he's getting put onto a lick, and then he's telling on the guy, you can't be trusted. You're telling on people, to the guys you're robbing, you're telling on your own son in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even trust it. I wouldn't even trust Queso's dad with the front end of the interview. I'm not gonna lie.
In the game. So once I put that in the air, I get the lick, everything goes smooth. I lay the dude down, I lay his old lady down, they got the baby down. I get up out of there. I hit the lick by myself.
By yourself?
Yeah. So that kind of put me up on my feet, but I go buy it wrong because I go buy a Bronco, I go buy a Chevy, I go down south, I buy jewelry, nugget watch, nugget bracelet, I buy all this shit. The image. It's just like the rap game. You gotta look a certain way to make a certain things happen.
Gotta look like money, make money.
Right. I mean, who gonna go talk to a bum about some money?
So he's saying that he hit $180,000 lick and immediately blew through all of it and attracted all this attention to himself, okay? Now, the crazy thing about Blue, all right, that you might not know, is that he was apparently deadly in the streets himself. So in the year 2000, okay, he would apparently get indicted and charged with several murders, all right? Look at this. How crazy is this, right? This crazy situation. The grand jury returns 26-count indictment against the sheriff's office. All right, federal grand jury has returned a 26-count indictment after an investigation into allegations that the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and its associates were involved in crimes including robbery and murder. Okay, this is actually insane. So it says that, like, the cops, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, okay, JSO, and you remember there used to be a catchphrase, JSO loves Queso, because he was creating so many murders for them. Well, it turns out, all right, they were saying that, you know what I'm saying, Queso's dad back in the day, there was something a little fishy going on, okay? Look, read this, right? It says, one of the crimes being investigated is the robbery and slaying of Sammy Saphir, a Jacksonville convenience store owner who was found dead July the 4th, 1998, a day after withdrawing $50,000 from a South Trust Bank, the Florida Times-Union reported in Wednesday editions. A second unsolved homicide, the July 10th, 1998 shooting of Jeffrey Reed, was also reviewed. Other cases include the May 15th, 1998 attack of Safar's nephew, who was robbed of $50K in the bank's parking lot, and a robbery and attempted robbery in 98 involving men who identified themselves as police dressed in police garb. The grand jury looked into allegations that at least one police officer was accepting payoffs for providing info to drug dealers, right? So a bunch of officers were fired, but then look at this, all right? The 14 men and 6 women on the grand jury met for 3 hours before voting on the indictment. They'd been meeting for 15 months. The case led the grand jury investigation, the case that led to it began more than 18 months ago when narcotics detectives started to suspect that one of their own was passing on information about cases. In the summer of 1999, the police developed additional suspicions that there had been what Glover told the Times Union was a breach of confidence among his officers. And here it is. On August the 27th, 1999, police arrested 3 drug dealers, Abdul, Blue, Robinson.
So he was along with this shit back in the day, like he was a part of this shit.
That's Queso's daddy and 2 other men. The 3 decided to cooperate with prosecutors in hopes of getting less time. Ain't nothing new.
So he been
Ain't nothing new, right?
He been
So
snitching
basically,
since '98. He been snitching since '98.
He tells about the dealings of Robertson and Smith and got 7 years in prison. Robinson and Smith told authorities they were paying off at least one officer for information about drug cases. Robinson got 21 years in prison, and Smith, who eventually stopped cooperating, got 30 years. Is it telling if you tell on the cops? This is one of the craziest things I've seen in this case. But, okay, our guy, Blue, he would speak about these old charges, okay? And according to him, he actually claims that he beat these charges due to lack of evidence, but that doesn't quite match up with what a lot of other people said.
You were charged for 3 murders?
Yeah, 3. It was 4, but it was separate situations.
These are all separate murders?
Yeah.
And does any of this have to do with the drugs?
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Atlanta. Inside this workshop, you'll learn.
He tried with 4 murders, and he's sitting here on.
Come on, Blue.
I mean, what kind of guy was Blue? Were you the type of guy that want to get people out the way when you felt disrespected back then?
Nah, man, I'm a good dude, man.
Come on.
I'm a real good dude, man, you know? And once people get to know me, I'm the type of person, I match your energy. You an asshole, I'm an asshole. You know, you cool, I'm cool. You know, I'm the type of dude that ain't gonna let nobody in the projects go without Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't gonna let nobody go hungry. Ain't gonna let nobody get thrown out. You know, that's the type of dude I am.
So, how do you beat these murders?
Charges dropped.
Was it self-defense?
Just insignificant evidence. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the whole picture.
I mean, because we see these documentaries, and of course the situation with Queso, we'll get to that, but they say,
see, that's why I like listening to certain other people react to it or break it down, because like they might, because I think about it one way, but I feel like shit, I need to hear other, you know, people react on it so I could get different angles.
And you were on during the trial.
Everybody don't think
the prosecutor tried to paint the picture that you told back in the day to get out of something else. Did that have anything to do with the murders?
No, I never told back. I never told. I got co-defendants on every one of those cases, and they out there right now being a dad and a granddad. I never told. See, we.
So, I guess it doesn't count if you tell on the cops. I guess it doesn't count if you tell. I don't know.
We're gonna jump around. We're gonna address that. See, what happened was the streets they dumb because they said that I was a CI paid CI.
Mm-hmm.
What motherfucker that I put in jail? Don't you think he would have came out by now and said that I put him in jail? I ain't never put no motherfucking body in jail. You know, they said that.
So look, it is what it is, all right? We can move on from that, okay? You get the gist, you get what's going on with this one, okay? And Blue, he did what he supposed to do, man. Did what he supposed to do, clean the ring, man. Okay, he got some people out the way, and then he got himself out the way, all right? And it's treacherous, man, but hey, you have to do what you have to do. Now, what's really interesting, okay, is he would claim in his Vlad TV interview, once he got out of jail after these serious charges, okay, he managed to maneuver his way out of it. That's when his son's street conflicts, everything going on with this younger generation of gangsters in Jacksonville, That's when his life ended up getting more dangerous because of the shit that his son and Young and Ace and Fulio and them were getting into. Listen to this.
Do your 11 years, you get out at age 40 in 2011, and you get reintroduced to your kids, who at this point are wild.
Wow. Wild is an understatement.
Okay, explain.
Well, when I got out, I have another son. He was doing his thing too, and they was into all kinds of shit. Before I went to prison, I could walk down my grandmother's street. When I got out of prison and I came to my grandmother's house, and I was walking down the street, and they was like, "Hey, you can't do that no more." I said, "What? I can't walk down my grandma's street?" They said, "No, you can't do that no more. It's a whole lot going on that you don't know."
It's actually crazy when you think about it, right? He was out here allegedly killing people, bribing the cops, causing absolute havoc, and he manages to skate and get away with it. And then his own children, he comes back out. He's got bodies, and his own children are saying, "Yo, daddy, you can't walk down the street like that no more. We got a whole lot going on out here." He's like, "I had a whole lot. What do you mean you got a whole lot going on?" But the streets of Jacksonville, they just got worse and worse and worse. And this new generation, he wasn't even ready for it.
I'm from Jacksonville, bro. Hey, we from the hardest, bro. I'm from the hardest city.
So, I listened to them, and I got off the street. Simple as that, And they was into a lot of things that I don't want to really mention, but it immediately put my life in danger. Just by me being their father, by me having a reputation, I had to move a whole different way. I had to adjust everything in my life, because what I didn't realize is that they were already the man who they was gonna be at that young age. Smoking cigarettes, getting high, doing everything.
It's actually crazy. It's mind blowing. Okay, so he said his kids got so out of control, he came out of jail, and basically, he said, "Bro, they had too much going on. I had to move differently. They were right. I couldn't." He's the OG with bodies that's come out, and now his kids are telling him, "Yo, pops, can't be on that street. We got too much going on." And he said, "I had to listen to them, and they were right." Now, what's really crazy, okay, and this is one of the really worst inciting incidents in the Jacksonville gang war and the drill community. Everybody kind of knows about this incident. Very famous, happened in 2017. This is when Fulio's cousin Zion Brown was killed, and Young and Ace and them were targeted in retaliation. Now, there was rumor that it was maybe, some kind of home invasion. Fulio's cousin Zion ends up getting killed. There's been rumors that Ace maybe had something to do with something, or maybe he was friends with the person that, whatever, okay? But there was retaliation, and Ace became a marked man. Okay, and Blue basically says, after this tragic incident happened where Ace became a very much wanted man, that's when Ace came around Queso and he needed that muscle.
It was just going so far. And in a sense, I'm not gonna say that my son and Fulio, not Queso, but Crazy K and Boss Goon, they kind of like, they almost like cousins, because Fulio got some sisters that his sisters is my son and cousins, for real. So I think that they might have been all right at one time until once my son and them really got affiliated with Ace, that's when you...
Just think of Fulio and Young Ace would have had joined forces and brought Jacksonville together. It might have been something special.
Would you pick a side? You on that side? That's as simple as that.
Well, yeah, because in 2018, a shooting happened where Young and Ace was shot 8 times, and 3 people in the car were killed, including his brother, Trayvon Bullard, as well as Jacoby Grover and Royale Devon Smith Jr. All 3 of them were killed. Young and Ace survived, but he saw a very gruesome situation.
Right.
And you actually met Ace after that shooting.
Right. That's when I started seeing Ace come around. He started coming to my house, things of that nature right there.
So it was after that shooting and after that serious incident that he started coming around, okay?
Alright, y'all, hold on. Damn, I clicked off the damn video. Let me see. Damn. What we was watching? Oh, we was watching that Trap More Ross. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Watching that Trap More Ross. Oh, okay, there.
Doing that for Ace. 80Ks, Ace's top killers. Queso is Ace's top. He is 80K. Queso is 80K.
So people say that your son's Queso and Crazy K with the muscles for 80K.
Well, Ace had to come over there to that side. He was running with some dudes from out west. They weren't strong enough for that situation. So he had to move to that side. Queso and Crazy K, they made it where ATK can move around the world like how they move around the world. When you go to ATK, they respect Queso. They respect Crazy K. So they gotta respect Ace because they're his homeboys.
So we even seen Queso backstage with King Von back in the day. No doubt that was a situation created by Young and Ace and them. Having Queso and the Shooters and all of these guys on his side, that's what made people scared of Ace. They wasn't, and there's no disrespect, okay? But it's like,
It's not the holidays until you've seen Garden Lights Holiday Nights at the Atlanta Botanical Garden. Get tickets now.
sweet thing. Ace went through some serious stuff. That stuff was harder to make happen when you had someone like Queso on the team. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but that is what it is, all right? Now, as time went on, more and more real situations would happen, and that was when the January 15th, 2019 shooting of Blue himself, Blue got hit, all right? His two sons, his nephew, and others, they were all ambushed in the shooting, and I believe he did actually lose one of his sons.
Right, so it was you, who is Abdul's nephew.
Yes.
Abdul himself. There was Willie Addison Jr., aka Boss Goon Jr. There was Crazy K.
Man. I think he was doing something for his brother for the birthday, and man, he got taken out.
Hey, there was Moody and Red Dot.
Correct.
Okay, so what happens when you guys start leaving the strip club?
As we got off on a street called at Spring Park off of Emerson, as we got up to the light, cars pulled up on us and opened fire.
How many shots were fired?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, but it was a lot. I was told it was over 100.
Right, because everyone in the car got shot 7-8 times at least.
Yeah.
So over 100 shots got fired.
Right.
Both you guys were in the car. What was going through your heads as this was happening?
Well, me, as I heard the first shot, I jumped up and was gonna push my cousin Crazy K out of the car, but I got hit in the back and I lost feeling. And then as I looked down, I seen him on the floor. I took my body and put it on top of his so he wouldn't get shot anymore.
Okay, Abdul, what were you going through at that time?
It's just so sad, man. You know, he said that the car got shot 100 times. Nearly everyone got shot like 7 or 8 times in the car. Everyone's getting shot a bunch of times. And they're really lucky more people didn't pass away in the incident.
Well, I mean, in a situation like that, I don't really panic. So I had to keep myself together because I felt like I was responsible for everybody at that time. And it was just like, damn, they shooting. And so I tried to pull off. I think I kind of bumped into him or hit him or something like that, trying to bump into him.
Damn.
And once I'm hearing the shots, then I see Boss Goon get shot. He kind of like went up. But we came down, he was kind of like on the floor leaning over the seat. So I'm like, you good, but he's not responding back, but I'm driving at the same time, trying to watch the road, trying to watch what's going on. And I mean, fuck nigga up there shoot some little guns or something, really, to be honest with you. They pull up on the side of us, shoot that many times and don't kill one person in the car. And
I mean, look, all right, he's obviously had a lot of trauma with this, but he's even putting down the shooters. He's saying you shot all those 100 shots and you only killed one person in the car. But it is true. Unfortunately, his son, Boss Goon, did pass away. And Crazy K did survive, even being shot 3 times in the head.
Aftermath of the situation.
He got shot 3 times in the head.
Boss Goon Jr. is dead.
Damn.
Crazy K got shot in the head 3 times.
And survived.
And Abdul, you said that you had his brain matter in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. So he lost part of his brain in the shooting?
He didn't lose part of it that I know of. But, you know, the brain is that muscle. And it hits, it knocks some of it out. It didn't, it's not like a whole half of it gone. But I know for one thing, it changed him. And it made him really live up to his name, Crazy K. I tell you that much.
But he said his son really got hit in the head and survived. And I'm just saying what he said. He said part of his brain was shot out of his head and his father had brain matter on his hands. It's crazy that he survived that. It's a blessing, it's a miracle, but it's also very messed up and traumatic. Now, this unfortunately created a situation where, you know, Queso wanted to get revenge. He wanted to cause pain to those people, group of people that caused him pain. And that's when we saw 16-year-old Adrian Gaynor, aka Bibby, end up losing his life soon after, allegedly at the hands of Queso. He's still awaiting trial for this murder. But this was somebody that Queso would diss frequently. He felt trauma over what happened to him and his family, and he pretty much dissed Bibby at every opportunity that he got.
Police officer at the scene told me to never sue the driver who crashed into me after my car accident. I took his advice and got one.
So it's really no joke, all right? When you heard that song, Who I Smoke, Bibby's a real person, all right? Bibby's a child, 16-year-old boy that was killed. Jacksonville complex, apartment complex, Hilltop Village is the scene of another deadly shooting, okay? And this is basically 16-year-old Adrian Gaynor Jr., okay? He would have his life taken there, allegedly by Queso. Okay, it said a hard, cold rain mixed with tears Wednesday night. Almost 100 family members and friends of 16-year-old Adrian Gaynor Jr. huddled under a gazebo at the Hilltop Village Apartments, standing only a few feet from the spot where he was gunned down and died Monday afternoon. Okay, this was pretty brutal, but at the same time, it wasn't the end of it. Okay, Queso wanted revenge for his brother that was killed. His whole family was shot. Hurt people. It makes sense. I'm not condoning the things that he did. I'm not condoning what the people did to him, but he went through that, and within a month, he was out there taking the lives of other people in revenge. And then a year later, in 2020, that's when Queso would end up committing perhaps the murder that really was his downfall. It sounds like there's still going to be justice for Bibby after this, but really, it's when him, ATK Scotty and Butter would allegedly kill, well, not even allegedly, he's been convicted now, would kill another rapper called Lil Buck in retaliation for making a diss song about the January 2019 shooting. Okay, and they would basically pull up on him at a strip mall, kill him, crash their car, escape on foot, run into someone's house. They allegedly took a woman hostage. It was a mess. But this is
Charles, was it Charles?
It was a frantic call for help, made as bullets tore through a Jacksonville shopping center.
They shot Charles McCormick.
The caller, who can't be identified, told the court Charles McCormick, also known as Lil Buck, had just left her job after being hired. Despite the moment of chaos, the caller caught a glimpse of the alleged shooter.
He had the black mask on, he has on a skull cap, he's running across the parking lot.
I see that vehicle just pop out and it's gunning it.
Minutes later, off-duty JSO Officer Collins, another state witness, testified he saw a silver Nissan speed away from the scene. He followed the car, later identifying a man in all black getting out and possibly holding a rifle. But the defense says neither witness could actually see the shooter's face and questions their descriptions.
He described him as slender, 5'5" to 5'8" in height, wearing a black and gray hoodie and black sweatpants. He shrunk an inch. I don't even remember what our conversation was. Did I write that?
Defense attorneys argue that their client, Hakeem Robinson, stands well over 6 feet, while multiple witnesses estimated the gunman was much shorter. Another woman testified 2 men believed to be connected to the shooting burst into her home after the crime. She identified Dominique Bonner, now a state witness, but says she never saw the other man's face, who prosecutors say is Leroy Whitaker Jr.
So this was a very sloppy hit, and the reason why this went down the way it did was allegedly they were trying to get him at different locations. They couldn't get him, and then what ended up happening is they caught him at this job where he was, a job, I guess like a recruitment site, okay? And they just said, you know what, we're not waiting. We don't have time. We need to just take this guy out now. We need our revenge right now. And they ended up sliding in broad daylight and in a busy strip mall in front of a cop, and the whole thing was a mess, and they crashed the car. Now, during a Sage Cheese TV interview, Blue would recount the events right after the murder, when he was basically asked to pick up ATK Scotty and Butter after they had fled the scene and crashed their car.
He dropped the location. I looked at it, and it so happened the location probably It's close by me. Anyway, I don't think it's no urgent because he didn't call it. Hey, ooh, let me go now. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. I take the little chick all the way across town. Then I go back to pick up Scotty. When I get in the neighborhood, I see one police car. I pull to the location. I pull up in the yard, park in the yard. I call Scotty. I say, "Where you at? Well, I'm out here." He's like, "I'm coming." You know, he's like, "I'm coming." Then one time I see the helicopter was like in the distance, but it did circle over that way real low. It was low enough for me to see the guy in the helicopter. So I said, "Well, nah, they ain't gonna call me for no bullshit anyway, you know." So I wait about 10, 15 minutes in the yard, and they finally come out. When Scotty come out, Butter don't need with him, but they got on pajamas. So I'm like,
bruh, somebody called me and say, pick me up, and you don't even know they did a murder. Like, what can you expect somebody to do in that instance? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, what can you expect somebody to do in that instance? Somebody call you, hey, I'm over here, well, pick me up. They ain't say, oh, okay, we just killed somebody. So
I'm thinking that little chick house, and they, parents that came home, they got to, get out, so they get in the car. They ain't come out of the house running. They walk regular, get in the car. Now, mind you, I'm in my car. Orange, Challenger, loud, orange as fuck. They get in, we pull off. They don't get in until hit it. We get off, we get on all to the expressway, and they gonna tell me what happened. Tell me that they got this they had the old white lady in the house, made her lay down, lay on the couch, all kind of shit. I'm like, oh my fucking God.
This is the thing, right? Like, they allegedly ran up in somebody's house. They stole clothes. They held this woman hostage. Like, this situation went from bad to worse to worse to worse to worse. They'd already committed murder, but it's just like you're just compounding the crimes at this point, okay? And realistically, like, they trusted Queso's father, Blue, but they shouldn't have, really. They shouldn't have. They shouldn't have dragged him into this mess. They shouldn't have dragged him into this situation. They shouldn't have made him become the guy to say, okay, come and help us out of this situation. I mean, this guy ain't solid.
They tell me about, Scotty tell me about what happened. And now I'm like, fuck. In my mind, I'm like, I need to get these motherfuckers out of my car. But I'm not thinking like a really regular citizen pull over, put their ass out or nothing like that, because of who called me. Crazy K called me. You know what I'm saying? I'm do whatever for him. He called me to go get him. I'm going to get him. So I go across town to Grand Park and I switch cars. Because now I do know what's going on. I don't know what's going on before I pick him up, but now I do know what's going on. I switch cars and I take them way out to my house. Take them out to my house, they change clothes, they give me the clothes, and I leave. And that's my dinner with them for that day.
Go on.
Nature Made is made to care for fans on game day and every day.
That's my dinner for. And people.
So it's crazy, right? You got dragged into this whole situation, and now it's kind of like he's a big loose end. I ain't gonna lie, you a loose end to this situation now, okay? Now, Blue would tell Say Cheese TV, okay, in later on in this very same interview clip, at 6 minutes in, he would tell Say Cheese that with the evidence piled up, he did what he had to do that was necessary to stay free and support Queso from outside, and he insists he didn't snitch. He just told. Yeah, I told, but I didn't snitch. Now, it's going to be hard for everyone to hear this, okay? I kind of get where he's coming from. And he said it before. He's basically said, like, look, Queso going down anyway. Best I could do is be out on the streets for him and the rest of the family. And he's not wrong. I know that's hard for all the street cats to hear, all right? But he's not wrong. And really, what's better?
I only got to do a recap on this because he basically, like, reiterated how I feel about this.
Both of them just sat in jail doing life for no reason for the whole fam. I mean, you best believe that his other siblings ain't gonna be doing no crimes after this. But hear what he said.
So that day, I never seen him that day. But the girl who went and picked him up, she testified. Ain't nobody talking about her. She testified she went and picked him up. People acting like they didn't see. They took that same live with the same outfit. People act like they ain't seen none of this. They just act like I put this man in jail. I seen that it wasn't a way for him, me, or nobody to get out. So I got to play chess in this game here and get myself out of this to be in a position to help him later down the line. Because I still help him in whatever he needed to help me. But I got to get in position. I can't do nothing. They know this, you know. Buddy get caught that day, the same day. When they're in there fighting with the lady kicked Buddy in the nuts. And she see 1993 tattoo on Buddy's arm. So
that's a bad look, man. That's a bad look. You got your, I'm assuming that's his year of birth, but having that tattooed on him, bruh, that's a bad look. You identified now. Like, even just running it up in someone's house thinking you're gonna control the situation, bro, this is out of your hands.
You know, when you go to jail, they gonna take pictures of all the tattoo. So they put together everybody who's supposed to have a tattoo. She picked Buddy out. She can't pick Scotty out though. But when the case come around and the trial come around, Scotty DNA, they done pissed in this lady's house, they done used the bathroom in this lady's house, they done drunk water in this lady's house.
Wow, I didn't know they peed in the house, drank water, bruh.
They done fucking Scotty DNA all over the fucking front of this lady's clothes. Now Buddy telling them that I can't even pick him and Scotty up. That's collaborating all this evidence. But everybody's missing all this. It's just that somebody snitched. Somebody this here. I snitched. I told what? Buddy collaborated all this evidence. I got to miss me and Queso got arrested the same day. I don't feel like I snitched. I told. It's a goddamn difference. You know? Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I don't think he told.
Oh, I got to understand. I told. I'm on up to that. But
I kind of get where I'm not gonna lie, I kind of get where he's coming from. But another interesting tidbit from one of Blue's interviews was that basically he spoke on what he felt like when he was behind bars facing these charges, and the word got around that Fulio, the biggest op of Ace's top killers, ATK basically assembled to try and get back at Fulio for what he and his friends had apparently done to them. He said that he threw a full-blown pizza party behind bars when he found out about what happened to Fulio. Check this.
Shit, that motherfucking voodoo ain't work, huh? That was it.
You felt you kind of joyful about it?
Yeah.
Footprints had apparently done to them. He said that he threw a full-blown pizza party behind bars when he found out about what happened to Fulio. Check this.
Shit, that motherfucking voodoo ain't work, huh? That was it.
You felt you kind of joyful about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was joyful about it. Shit, we had it was about 4 or 5 more dudes in there. I ain't gonna call their name. We made pizza and nachos that day. Yep.
Full-blown pizza party, right? It's crazy. And it was a crazy way to hear the story end. And a lot of people, felt some type of way about Blue doing these interviews, right? It was going all over the various subreddits, right? They're saying this dude really took Queso down and is now rocking the NHG chain, right? People cannot believe it. Close up of the chain, you cannot believe that no hospital gang is really wearing a chain. They're saying you got no shame. NHG, is this really who's representing y'all? They're saying the feds probably told them to wear it as bait. All right, this is the no hospital gang big homie. People saying, I know Seichi's probably paid him a nice bag. People speculating it's 5 racks. Saying, I've never seen this chain before. Apparently the chain's done the rounds. Okay, but this was not a good look for the no gang. Okay, it's the last thing you would expect to see. And just the fact that he was doing these interviews was just going crazy in Chiracology. They posted the clip from the interview where he's talking about Fulio's death and the pizza party that subsequently happened. They're saying, yeah, he's going to get a 20v1 next. They're saying goofy, right? Disgrace of a father, the audacity, right? How are they even giving this dude a platform? Like, they don't even sit right with him. He snitched on his kid and he really out here doing a whole interview run. They're saying he got to wear camouflage clothes for the rest of his life. But he snitched on his own son and you're surprised he's doing this? It's messed up, man. They're saying he in his 50s feeling himself. When you got a dad like this, you get a pass through all the dumb stuff you've done, knowing you was taught a lot of it from your own father. They're saying cheese is part of the problem. You'll have to run to get the first interview no matter who it is. But hey, look, we was trying to hear this interview. I'm not gonna lie. We was trying to hear this interview. I can't condone it, but it's like I do actually understand. I kind of get why this happened. Okay, I get why he did what he did. Maybe he didn't do it for the right reasons. Maybe he was He was dead wrong from the start. Come on, man. He was wrong back in the day. He was snitching on the cops allegedly. All of this type of stuff. Okay, he'll do whatever it takes to get out of the situation. And really, their biggest mistake was calling this guy after the shit went left. So that is the story of.
Hey man, y'all can well, I'm not gonna get off. I ain't gonna get off. I'll stay on. I'll probably stay on for about another 20, 30 minutes. Let me see what I got going on. Let's see. Shit, I got more shit to talk about. All right. We're gonna talk about Tyler.
Such a dynamic.
This is
Cam Newton. We already.
This is O'Shea Dude.
Early December, everybody was talking about the Streamer Awards, but it wasn't just the Streamer Awards that was cracking. It was the alleged after party that happened, and this is where we get into popular streamer Tyler James and up and coming streamer Jordan Pauline. After
I might kill this and come back in for the next one. Hey, y'all kicking me in the Karma Cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, hit notification. Peace and one.